Hi, I'm Movie Man. I'm an octopus who reviews movies, and today's review is going to be on. So, this was a film which I was very much looking forward to. I honestly am a very big fan of the Alien franchise. Probably one of the better horror franchises for me. I mean, those first two movies, they are both just utter masterpieces in their own right. But all the films that came after that, definitely not on that same level. But to be fair, they're not completely bad. I still think all the other films still have a fair bit of merit to them. But yeah, so this new film, Alien Romulus, I had heard about this one, and you know, definitely sounds interesting. I was thinking to myself, okay, this could be a good new film. Hopefully, I mean, what was getting my interest is that it was being directed by Fede Alvarez, and well, this isn't his first time being in the horror genre. He's known for his horror films. I still haven't seen Don't Breathe, but I'll probably get to it at some point, so I've heard it's meant to be very good. But he also directed Evil Dead from 2013, which was another reboot in a franchise. And yeah, I mean, I've seen Evil Dead 2013, and yeah, I think it is honestly a really good film. Well, I mean, to be fair, I like all the Evil Deads. It's my favourite horror franchise, but yeah, honestly, I actually do genuinely really like the 2013 Evil Dead movie. He did a very good job with that film, alright, so hearing that now he was going to be directing the new Alien movie, that definitely got me interested, because after he did such a good job with Evil Dead, I was interested in what he could do with the Alien franchise, and I had seen that the reviews for this one were actually looking very good, so, I went in, looking for something. It would be a good film, a good new entry in the franchise, and well, I saw it there yesterday as of recording this review, and having seen it for myself, what do I think? Yeah, I have to say, I really liked it. Yeah, I actually thought it was a very good film, and a worthy new addition to the franchise. Um, so anyway, getting further into my thoughts on the movie, starting things off, the cinematography in the film I think is honestly really good. I'm not gonna lie, there's actually a lot of genuinely really nice shots in the film. There's these shots, it's they're in space when we see the spaceship on its way in space, and I'm not gonna lie, I genuinely really liked a lot of those shots. They honestly were just genuinely really nice, but in general, I just thought the whole movie was shot really well, and I thought that now the other shots were very nice too, inside the ship. Like there's a lot of really nice like wide shots in the film where like it's like this whole background and there's one character in the middle. Genuinely some really nice shots. It's in general just honestly a really nice movie to look at. Even with the really dark setting, it really helps actually bring you into the movie, bring you into this world. It's honestly just really good. So yeah, I have to say I really like the cinematography in this film. The editing I thought was very good as well. The way the movie was edited at times, like when we see like this crew like making their way kind of towards place we're going to, it's honestly some pretty good editing, and like there's a fair few sequences where our characters are having to try and get away from the xenomorphs, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it was like genuinely really well as this is. Like I think like a lot of the sequences in this movie, well, a lot of them are suspenseful. They're honestly edited very well, in my opinion. So yeah, I have to say I thought the editing in this movie was good as well. In terms of the film's pace, now this is a long enough film. It's not like overly long, but this film is 1 hour and 59 minutes, so it's just a minute under 2 hours. And to be fair, that is a pretty standard runtime for the Alien movies, because they're usually around like 2 hours long, just slightly under. And yeah, this movie is no exception. Well, honestly, I think the film actually does quite an interesting thing with pacing, because at the start of the movie, we're introduced to our characters, and the movie kind of quickly shows us all these characters, kind of gives us an idea of what their personality is like, and then about 10 or so minutes into the film we just see them going up on their way towards this place that they're going to, and this wreckage ship, and yeah, however, throughout the film, when they're on the ship and some interesting things are happening, the movie actually starts getting slow enough with the pacing. We get a fair amount of sequences, where our characters are trying to survive and stuff, and it honestly can feel like a bit of a long movie. I think you do kind of feel the runtime alright, but honestly, with everything that's happening in the film, where our characters getting attacked and stuff, honestly, I don't think you'll really be all too bothered by it. And something interesting does happen, where in the third act of the movie, at one point it kind of seems like the movie is going to come to an end soon enough, but then at that moment something happens and suddenly it turns out that we're actually not done yet. We actually still have another little bit to go. You may remember they kind of did something similar with that movie, The Watchers, or The Watched, or whatever it was called, back in June, but if you ask me, I thought this movie did a way better job with that, as not gonna lie, I thought the actual ending, the climax of the film was a lot of fun, very suspenseful, and fitted the movie really well. So overall, I thought the movie was paced well. There were definitely some interesting things that happened though with the way that the movie was paced, but I thought the movie did good with it. So overall, it was good pacing. As for the sound and music in the film, now I think like sound and music is definitely something which like the Alien franchise has like always had a huge like specialty for, and with this movie it's certainly no exception because like I'm not gonna lie, I actually really liked a lot of the sound effects in the movie. Like there's times where we'll kind of hear like the sound that the ship's making, like I know it kind of seems like signals and stuff. We kind of hear all those kinds of things, and I really liked it. It was also very creepy. It fit the style of the movie really well, so I really liked that. And also of course the sounds of these xenomorphs, they are genuinely really terrifying. They make the same noise they always have, and I think it's really well done. So I think the sound effects in the movie are really good, and the music, I have to say, is actually very good as well. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I genuinely really liked the score in this film. Like the score composed in this movie was actually really good. Like there was actually a fair few tracks during the film which I actually like really liked. I thought like fit the movie really well and were good to listen to. Yeah, I thought overall the score in the movie was very good. And along with that, the sound effects were very good as well. So I thought the film did a very good job with the sound and music. Now the visuals in the movie, like I mean, we do have like some visuals for like a few of the creatures, but like for the most part they actually use practical effects and like animatronics and stuff for the xenomorphs, and I'm not gonna lie, I actually like really likes it the way they did it. Like it looks genuinely real, and yeah, it was just very creepy. Also, I love that they had that in there. But so that some of the actual like visual effects in this movie were genuinely very good. The face hovers were very good, and I'm not gonna lie, like we see like as I mentioned earlier, the shots of like when we have the ship up in space, and we see like the massive ship and the planet and stuff. I'm not gonna lie, it genuinely looks really good, like honestly really nice. Now do I think the visuals are perfect? No. One thing I will say, there's one big complaint I do have with the movie. Like at one point during the film, they meet this character. Now I can't really talk too much about this character because it would get into spoiler territory, but basically the movie kind of does something with the character as visually rendered, and I didn't like it, to be honest. Like I just didn't think there was any need for it. Like we could have just had it, like being like a different actor altogether, and you wouldn't have really missed anything. I thought it just came across a bit too fan surfacey, and yeah, I didn't really like it. Like the effects for it did look genuinely very off, I will say. But that aside, I thought the visuals for the most part were very good. So now getting into the characters and the performances from the cast. Starting things off with this film's main protagonist, Rain Carradine. I actually thought she was a good character, and didn't try to make her like, exactly like Ripley, because Ripley is unreplaceable. They just try to make her own character. And I'm not gonna lie, I was able to get with her. I actually quite liked her as a protagonist. I thought the film did well enough, establishing her character, and I thought she was pretty well written for the most part and did a good job leading the film. And I thought Cailee Spaeny actually did a very good job with the performance. She definitely led the movie really well. So yeah, overall I liked her. And we also have another character the movie heavily focuses on is Andy, and like he's basically Rain's surrogate brother. Now there is a bit more to his character than that, but I won't go more into it. But I genuinely really liked Andy's character. Like I thought he had a really good arc in the film. I thought it was very well done the way that they did it, and yeah, honestly, he was definitely a really interesting character, and I have to say, David Jonsson, he did a really good performance. Like, this is the first time I've ever like seen this actor in anything, and I'm not gonna lie, he actually did a very good job. I after seeing this, I am hoping to kind of see him, in more things, because he actually did a very good job in this film, I have to say, playing this character. He did it so well. So yeah, I really liked his character, and he gave a very good performance. Now, while Rain and Andy are kind of the two main protagonists, are the two characters who get the most focus, we do have the four other characters in the movie who are also like on this ship, and they're kind of friends with Rain and Andy. I won't get too much into all of them, but they weren't as interesting as the main two characters, but for the roles that they were meant to serve in the film, I thought they did well enough with them. And the supporting cast, for the most part, are, well, I find enough. Like, they don't really get as much to do, but they actually do okay with what they're given. Although I will give a shout out to Isabela Merced. She's in this film as this character called Kay, who is one of these crew members, and I actually really liked her performance here. Like a lot of her performances sounds her kind of look really terrified and stuff, and I'm not gonna lie, I actually thought she did it really well. Cause well, she was kind of known the last years for just kind of being like kind of a child actress. With this film, she's really kind of showing how she's growing up and how she's starting to find more range and stuff. So I thought she did really well. And like this, it's a good sign for her. Like she can kind of get more roles like this. We're kind of growing up roles. So yeah, I have to say, I thought like the characters, well, especially the main characters, were good, and the acting was very good. The standout for me probably being David Jonsson, but I thought Cailee, Spaeny, and Isabela Merced were very good as well. So overall, good characters and good acting. The plot of the movie, the film has an interesting concept, with how they're going up, to this wreckage ship, because basically they're on this planet, and they're being forced to kind of work there and stuff, and they don't want to work anymore, they just want to leave. So they get on this ship and they go up to this other ship so that they can get fuel and stuff, for their own ship. But obviously they encounter a few xenomorphs and things start going wrong. It's a good concept for the film, and I have to say I actually thought the movie did a very good job with this. Fede Alvarez, he was definitely the right choice to direct this movie, because he did a really good job with the horror in this film, because there was genuinely some scary moments, and there was a lot of suspense in the movie as well. And I'm not gonna lie, the movie actually could be genuinely really suspenseful. I thought he did really well with a lot of those aspects. And in general, it's a very creepy movie, but well, it definitely pays homage to the franchise. I thought it did a very good job of kind of being its own movie in the series. I thought it was done very well. And honestly, what I liked about this movie was that I liked how the cast for this one was actually composed of a lot of young and upcoming actors. I saw a lot of people actually kind of complained about that, because they were all very young and stuff. But for me personally, I actually think it's an interesting take, and I thought they did very well with this, actually showing even these people as young as they are, they're very much vulnerable, and not to mention, especially with the main two characters, Rain and Andy, with their whole relationship, and their character roles, especially Andy's, was done very well. So yeah, I think honestly they did a good job with the plot for this one. Now, if I have any complaints, I will say there's actually quite a few references and nods to the other films in this movie, and I'm not gonna lie, I did actually like a few of them, but there were one or two that I will say were a bit too on the nose. There were times where I did honestly feel the movie was kind of going, oh, remember this, remember that, yeah. But that aside, the movie did a very good job with the plot, having compelling characters, and actually having real creepiness and suspense. It did very well with that. So I thought the plot of the movie was very good the way it was done. In terms of the film's narrative structure, kind of the main plot with the film is, on this ship, they're trying to get fuel for their own ship, but the xenomorphs attack and stuff, and that is kind of the basic plot for the movie. It does really bring the franchise back to its roots, really keeping it simple with that premise of people getting attacked by aliens, and it does very well with that. But the film actually does do interesting things with the characters, I've mentioned especially Rain and Andy, what the movie does with their characters is honestly really good, and definitely adds like a bit of layers to the film, alright, and like even with Kay's character, they did some interesting things with her character, like they did a good job of like, actually making them feel like people, and a lot of things that happens with their characters, the way it all fits into the main plot was honestly done really well. So yeah, I have to say, I thought the narrative structure was quite good. It kind of was, the one main plot with them getting attacked by xenomorphs, but the way they fit in all these character struggles into the main plot was done very well. So overall, I really liked Alien Romulus. I have to say it was a very good film and a worthy new installment in the franchise. Like, you had very good cinematography, you had very good sound effects and music, like there was some good characters, some very good acting, the standout for me probably being David Jonsson. Like, I liked how it really brought the franchise back to its roots and stuff, and I thought they did very well with like the horror and the suspense and some very good practical effects. Yeah, I have to say, I thought Fede Alvarez definitely did do a very good job with this movie. Now, I don't think it's like an amazing film. Like, it's not as good as the original two films, but to be fair, it's hard to be as good as those first two movies. But that being said, I think this is probably my third favourite in the franchise. As I said, I don't think it's perfect. Like, I mean, I do have some issues. Like, I feel, as I said, some of the references were a bit too on the nose, and as I said, I didn't really like what they did with that one character. But all those aside, it was a very good film, and you're a fan of horror, suspense, you love the Alien franchise. I can tell you, you're definitely gonna enjoy this one. It is a worthy new installment. So with that, I am going to give Alien Romulus an 8 out of 10. So with that, I'll see you guys next time, and bye.